विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचा 29वा स्थापना दिन समारंभ काही क्षणातच या सभागृहामध्ये आपण सुरू करतो आहोत. त्यांचं आगमन या सभागृहामध्ये होत आहे. नमस्कार, सुस्वागतम. भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाच्या 29व्या स्थापना दिन समारंभाचे अध्यक्ष कुलपती माननीय डॉक्टर शिवाजीराव कदम, प्रमुख पाहुणे माननीय न्यायमूर्ती श्री गोपाल गौडा, तसेच भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचे कुलगुरू माननीय डॉक्टर विवेक सावजी आणि भारती विद्यापीठाचे सहकार्यवाह माननीय श्री तुवभा मेहत्रे, माननीय डॉक्टर महशी सगरे आणि कुलसचिव माननीय श्री जयकुमार आदी सर्व मान्यवरांचं आणि या समारंभासाठी उपस्थित असलेल्या आपल्या सर्वांचं आम्ही मनपूर्वक स्वागत करतो. या कार्यक्रमाच्या सुरुवातीला भारती विद्यापीठ गीत प्रस्तुत करीत आहेत भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचे विद्यार्थी आणि विद्यार्थिनी.
सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे, प्रतीक येथे आहे.
सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे, सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे. सहकार्याचे सत्कार्याचे प्रतीक येथे आहे. या देशाचे विद्याभूषण ज्ञानपीठ आहे. या देशाचे विद्याभूषण ज्ञानपीठ आहे. ज्ञानपीठ आहे. भारती विद्यापीठ आहे. भारती विद्यापीठ आहे. भारती विद्यापीठ आहे.
निर्धाराची निश्चल निष्ठा त्याग मागते आहे, त्याग मागते आहे,
त्याग मागते आहे, त्याग मागते आहे. भारती विद्यापीठ आहे.
भारती विद्यापीठ आहे. भारती विद्यापीठ आहे.
धन्यवाद. आता व्यासपीठावरील सर्व मान्यवरांनी भारती विद्यापीठाचे संस्थापक कुलपती आदरणीय डॉक्टर पतंगरावजी कदम यांच्या प्रतिमेला पुष्पांजली अर्पण करून दीपप्रज्वलन करावं अशी मी त्यांना नम्र विनंती करते. Honorable Sahib Dr. Patangraoji Kadam at very young age dreamt of having his university, but he also knew that a dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, hard work, and having given all this, the great visionary Honorable Dr. Patangraoji Kadam made his dream come true. The dignitaries are offering floral tribute to Honorable Dr. Patangraoji Kadam. Now the dignitaries are lighting the inaugural lamp. Thank you.
श्रोतेहो, सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाचे निवृत्त न्यायाधीश माननीय श्री गोपाल गौडा आपल्याला आज या समारंभाला प्रमुख पाहुणे म्हणून लाभलेले आहेत. त्यांचं स्वागत भारती विद्यापीठ अभिमत विश्वविद्यालयाचे कुलपती माननीय डॉक्टर शिवाजीराव कदम यांनी करावं अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करतो.
धन्यवाद सर. आता भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचे कुलपती माननीय डॉक्टर शिवाजीराव कदम यांचं स्वागत माननीय डॉक्टर विवेक सावजी यांनी करावं अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करते. धन्यवाद सर. यानंतर भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचे कुलगुरू माननीय डॉक्टर विवेक सावजी यांनी प्रास्ताविक करावं अशी मी त्यांना नम्र विनंती करते.
Honorable Chief Guest of the 29th Foundation Day of Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed to be University, Pune, Honorable Mr. Justice Gopal Gowda, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Shivaji Kadam sir, the Registrar of our university, Mr. Jayakumar, the Dr. Asmita Jagtap, Executive Director, Health Sciences, Bharati Vidyapeeth, Dr. M.G. Takavle sir, former Vice-Chancellor and the member of the Board of Management, the distinguished guests present here, the Joint Secretaries, Maitre sir, Sagre sir, the officials of the university, deans, directors, principals, faculty members, invited guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I extend a very warm welcome to the distinguished chief guest of today's function, Honorable Sri Gopal Gowda, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. Sir, we are all delighted to have your gracious presence on the 25th Foundation Day of our university. I also welcome each and every one of you for this important day in the calendar of events of our university. Our chief guest, Honorable Justice Sri Gopal Gowda, former Judge of the Supreme Court, he was kind enough to accept our invitation, and today we are really lucky and fortunate to have such a distinguished person among us for the 29th Foundation Day celebrations of our university. Sir, before the Supreme Court, joining the Supreme Court, he was a judge in the Supreme Court for more than 4 years. And before that, he was the Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court. Before that, he was a judge in the Karnataka High Court. And he had served the legal fraternity in different capacities for a very long time. And whatever brief little conversation I had since his arrival on the campus, I think his immense understanding, his knowledge and his wisdom, we are really going to benefit from his presence here and his interaction and his address to our faculty on this day. I once again welcome Gopal Gowda sir and really appreciate the time that he has spent. Actually, when we were the registrar talked with him. Today there is a voting in Karnataka. He had to travel a day before. Yesterday he was somewhere. And then in spite of all this, when we extended our invitation, he was kind enough and accepted the invitation, and he is here among us this afternoon. Friends, this is a day to reflect on the achievements of Bharati Vidyapeeth. This is the day on which we remember our founder chancellor, Honorable Dr. Patangrao Kadam Sahib, the man, visionary leader who has started all this. Though the university came into existence on 26th April 1996, but Bharati Vidyapeeth now is a 6-decade-old organization. This coming 10th May, we will be completing 60 years of our existence. And this is all because of the untiring efforts, because of the commitment of our honorable founder, Dr. Patangrao Kadam Sahib. He has not only created this organization, but was always striving for quality, was always striving for excellence, was always encouraging the faculty to enter into new domains. And today we can say that Bharati Vidyapeeth has more than 180 organizations from pre-primary to post-doctoral levels. And the university has 29 constituent colleges, 7 schools and 7 centers, total 43 institutes under the university under the various faculties. That is, we have 12 faculties, primarily medical, dental, Ayurveda, homeopathy, nursing, and engineering, management, law, pharmacy, and art, science, commerce, social sciences, and interdisciplinary studies. So, Bharati Vidyapeeth and the university particularly is offering higher education in all streams of education. It's not just about the professional education, but even in the areas art, science, commerce, social sciences, and the thrust of the university is on research. Bharati Vidyapeeth probably may be the only university in the country which has 3 dedicated research institutes, and that are self-financed research institute, namely the Interactive Research School for Health Affairs, that is IRSHA, the Pharmaceutical Research Center in the Erendwani campus, and the Social Science Research Center also in the other campus. And all these research institutes, particularly IRSHA, I think they are doing a wonderful work, and in the areas of maternal and newborn health, virology, obesity, cancer, and the others. I am happy to share here that one of the researchers from the IRSHA has recently published an article in the #1 journal in the world, that is the Nature, which has an impact factor of 84. So I think the vision which the honorable founder and our honorable chancellor had shown in establishing these institutes, it is yielding results. Research obviously takes time, but now after all that visionary start, now we are starting to get the benefits, starting to reap the fruits of these institutes, and they are getting recognition. The IRSHA is also recognized, the maternal and newborn health unit of the IRSHA is recognized as the ICMR Center of Excellence. So I think with all this, the university is making its mark in the field of research. In academics, the university is doing wonderful work in the sense we are offering more than 160 undergraduate, postgraduate programs, and offering PhD in almost 80 specialties. And this is one of the university which is ideally implementing the NEP, because we have all these streams of education under our umbrella, from arts and commerce to engineering technology to environmental institutes. I must also mention Dr. Bharucha sir is here. The Environmental Institute, the work that the Environmental Institute has done in capacity building, in policy framing, and in fact at the behest of the Supreme Court, the possible only textbook that is being approved for environmental education has been developed by our institute under the guidance and leadership of Dr. Bharucha and his team in the Environment Institute. So friends, what I'm trying to say is that Bharati Vidyapeeth over a period of time has really made a mark into academics, into research, into healthcare services. I think since last 3 years, 1.5 years back, we inaugurated the new super specialty hospital under the leadership of our Executive Director of Health Sciences, Dr. Asmita. I think the hospital is doing a wonderful work. During the COVID times, it was recognized as one of the topmost centers for healthcare, and now with the Dr. Lalwani and his team, Dr. Karmarkar, all these people, they are developed this center as one of the best centers, not only in the Pune city, but in Maharashtra, and possibly one of the best hospitals, possibly in India, offering all the services. You name the service, and we have all these facilities in this hospital. For teaching and training of the students, the medical college, they have established a state-of-art simulation lab, and again, it is seen to be believed. I don't know, medical students would see, but for others also, I would encourage that you must see how technology is transforming education, how with the help of technology, I think otherwise the critical skills the students had to learn directly on the patients. But now with these advanced simulators, the students can learn the critical skills on the very advanced mannequins without jeopardizing the health of the patient. So these and there are many advances, many achievements, many activities that the university has undertaken. The university is continuously accredited by NAAC with consecutively since the year 2004 with A grade. First in 2004 with A grade, then again in 2011 with A grade, and 2017 with A plus with a CGPA of 3.53. We are also consistently ranked amongst top 100 universities, amongst 1200 universities across the country by the NIRF. All our hospitals, laboratories are NABL and NABH accredited. Even our B Pharm and B Tech program is accredited by NBA. So all these accreditation and ranking speaks about our commitment towards education and quest for quality. Friends, I mean, these and many more achievements the university has been able to undertake because, of course, of the leadership, guidance, but with all your efforts. Therefore, as I said, on this important day, we need to reflect on where did we come from, how did we start, where are we now, and what is the course that we need to chart for future. So this is the time. Otherwise, I think celebrating days, celebrating events, we come together, we have some series of lecture or some talk, but then it is time for all of us to particularly think that what was our background and what is the course that we need to take for taking this university forward, taking the individual colleges, and how can we remain relevant in the competitive time. As you are all aware that we are in the final phase of preparing for the 4th cycle of our NAAC accreditation, I must acknowledge and appreciate everyone's work towards that. It's a Herculean task, collecting data from 43 institutes, compiling it, making sense out of it is not an easy task, but you have all worked hard. We are all compiling it. It is because of your efforts that we have been able to get all the things together, and hopefully by this weekend, or early next week, we will be able to submit our SSR and then be ready for the visit sometimes in the month of July or August. So all this is possible, and now we have to live up to these new challenges. We have to see that how we improve on our CGPA of 3.53. The Honorable Chancellor has given us a challenge that we must get a score of 3.75. So I think it's a Herculean task, but looking at the way you all are working and looking at the way our university is progressing, I think that it's a ambitious target, but with dedicated efforts, I'm sure we will be able to achieve this target. So I think the number one agenda on in front of us at present is getting into the fulfilling the requirements for the NAAC, because again, that is very important, because we have been consecutively ranked one of the few universities who are going for the 4th cycle of NAAC accreditation. And as I have said, that with the NAAC accreditation comes recognitions, comes the various autonomy and flexibility. So with all these challenges in the coming time, we are sure we will be able to navigate through them. As I said, there is a long list of our achievements, but I am not going to enumerate it all. And once again, on this 29th Foundation Day, I extend my warm greetings to you all. I once again welcome our Honorable Chief Guest. I really thank him for sparing his time to be among us this afternoon, and thank you all for your presence and wish you all the best. I am sure with everyone's involvement, with everyone's commitment, we will be able to achieve all our goals, not only in NAAC, but taking the university forward and fulfilling our founder chancellor's dream. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
थँक्यू सर. यानंतर भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचे कुलगुरू माननीय डॉक्टर विवेक सावजी यांनी माजी कुलगुरू डॉक्टर NG ताकवले यांचं स्वागत करावं अशी मी त्यांना नम्र विनंती करते.
धन्यवाद सर. यानंतर भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाच्या वार्षिक अहवालाचं प्रकाशन व्यासपीठावरील मान्यवरांनी करावं अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करतो. भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाच्या वार्षिक अहवालाचं प्रकाशन समारंभाचे प्रमुख पाहुणे न्यायमूर्ती माननीय श्री गोपाल गवडा तसंच भारती विद्यापीठ अभिमत विश्वविद्यालयाचे कुलपती माननीय डॉक्टर शिवाजीराव कदम यांच्या शुभ हस्ते या ठिकाणी होत आहे. डॉक्टर सुभाष बोधनकर, डॉक्टर महाबळेश्वर हेगडे, सौ आसावरी जोशी आणि आनंद झवर लिखित जीवनदायिनी जवस या पुस्तकाचं प्रकाशन आता व्यासपीठावरील मान्यवरांनी करावं अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करतो. डॉक्टर सुभाष बोधनकर, डॉक्टर महाबळेश्वर हेगडे, सौ आसावरी जोशी आणि आनंद झवर यांनी लिहिलेल्या जीवनदायिनी जवस या अतिशय मोलाच्या पुस्तकाचं प्रकाशन व्यासपीठावरील मान्यवरांच्या शुभ हस्ते आता होत आहे. आजच्या समारंभाचे प्रमुख पाहुणे माननीय न्यायमूर्ती श्री गोपाल गौडा, कुलपती आदरणीय डॉक्टर शिवाजीराव कदम सर, कुलगुरू डॉक्टर विवेक सावजी सर आदींच्या शुभ हस्ते जीवनदायिनी जवस या पुस्तकाचं प्रकाशन आता आपल्यासमोर होत आहे.
थँक्यू सर. यानंतर भारती विद्यापीठ हेल्थ सायन्सेसच्या कार्यकारी संचालिका माननीय डॉक्टर अस्मिता जगताप यांचं स्वागत माननीय श्री जयकुमार सर यांनी करावं अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करते. थँक्यू सर. यानंतर कुलसचिव माननीय श्री जयकुमार यांनी प्रमुख पाहुणे माननीय न्यायमूर्ती श्री गोपाल गौडा यांचा परिचय करून द्यावा अशी मी त्यांना विनंती करते.
नमस्कार. स्वर्गीय कैलासवासी डॉक्टर पतंगराव साहेब जी, आदरणीय कुलपति डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर शिवाजीराव कदम सर, ऑनरेबल जस्टिस गोपाल गौड़ा जी, फॉर्मर जज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया, ऑनरेबल विवेक सावजी, ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी डॉक्टर MG ताकवले सर, my dear Dr. Asmita Madam, dear faculties, students, parents, and well-wishers of the Bharati Vidyapeeth. Good afternoon to you all. Sir, I am very, Lordship, I am very small to say any introduction about the Lordship, but this is an assignment given to me. Let me try my best to brief. It is not important to know that biography. The Lordship born in 1951 and became the additional judge in 1997, became a permanent judge of Karnataka High Court in 1999, became the Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court in 2010, elevated to the Supreme Court in 2012, and become the retired in 2016. These are all biographies not important. What type of justice, what type of man he is, that is where exactly we should know. Before we are listening to the person from whom the words are coming, that is going to justify the person's image, person's character. The Lordship is known for his strong words and conviction on the issues touching the poor and the weak. His judgments reflects his character, the pro-people decisions, and the legal acumen, excellent legal acumen what he is having. There are many places wherein Lordship has given different judgments favoring the poor persons. He was chairing the bench, Supreme Court bench, along with then Chief Justice of India, T.S. Thakur. The case was the power to sanction the initiation of disciplinary inquiry against the in-service and retired employee. The Chief Justice, Lordship, I may err, you would pardon. Because the Chief Justice of India told that the minister is having the power to sanction the initiation of the disciplinary action against the employee who is in service or retired. In the same bench, our Lordship, given a divergent view, he told that no, minister is not having the power. It is only the governor of the state is having the power to sanction the initiation of the disciplinary proceedings. Now recently the Citizen Amendment Act, our Lordship very courageously told it is unconstitutional. He quoted that in 1994, the law laid down by the Supreme Court Constitution bench is that no act can be passed by the Parliament or the state legislature which distinguishes the person based on the religion. The CAA, the Citizen Amendment Act, distinguishes the persons based on the religion, therefore it is unconstitutional. Such a bold, strong words is from our Lordship. Such a person is the chief guest of this function. We are fortunate to have him with us today. Lordship, our founder chancellor of this university and yourself is having similar attitudes. I was associating with this institution for more than 24 years. I was seeing people from different walks of life came for fee concession. Lordship, in this university, we are giving 3 to 4 crores per annum as fee concession to the deserving people. The parents used to sit, wait in the queue. They used to come. Our Sahib doesn't see from where you came, what is your background, whether you are able or not, capacity, nothing. He is having a green color pen. He will put 1/2 over, 1/4, 3/4, full, principal discuss. No question who is he. In the same line, our Lordship is also did his work when he was an advocate. Lordship is having 22 years as advocate and 19 years he served the judiciary. During the 22 years, many cases, he argued civil cases, land reform cases, constitutional matters, and even matrimonial matters. He touched all the areas in the law. In one of the cases, with the permission of the Lordship, I think Lordship knows, number 6 of the 1981, where a person from Binni Mills was dismissed, laborer. He had nothing in his hand. He was dismissed. Lordship took up his case. He used to come to the Lordship's office barefoot, without chappal, nothing. Lordship used to ask him, what? Have you had your food? No. He used to give money from his pocket for his food. And he argued on his behalf. He has not taken a single pie as a fee. And finally he won the case and he was reinstated. Quite opposite another case. In HMT, one employee was dismissed. Very incorrigible person. He is never amenable to any discipline. Lordship took up his case. Lordship took up his case against the wish of all his colleagues. Not only that, I think Lordship will remember, his office staff were dead against taking up this case. Office staff told, why Lordship you have taken it? BA graduate. He took up the case and he used to sleep in the platform, railway platform, he used to sleep. He took up the case, he won the case, 25,000 rupees was given as a compensation. Not only he has won the case, he counseled him and he made him to understand what is life and he changed his entire behavior. That is the credit of Lordship. So many cases are there like that. We are really fortunate to have such a magnanimity person with us today as a chief guest. I request the Lordship to guide us and wish us. This is our 29th Foundation Day and we should celebrate 100th Foundation Day with all the wishes of all our elders, all our well-wishers. I thank you all for participating in this function. And not only the people are present here, there are many people are presenting online. This program is telecasted in YouTube. And there will be many followers to our Lordship after hearing his speech. Thank you all. Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर. आणि आता आजच्या कार्यक्रमाचे प्रमुख पाहुणे माननीय न्यायमूर्ती श्री गोपाल गौडा यांनी मार्गदर्शन करावं अशी मी विनंती करतो.
I request Honorable Shri Gopal Gowda to address the august gathering.
Bharati Vidyapeeth, a deemed university, the education hub of Pune city, which is in the world's map, is celebrating a meaningful 29th Foundation Day. In this function, the Chancellor, Honorable Professor Dr. Shivaji Kadam is presiding this function. Honorable Professor Dr. Vivek A. Saoji, the Vice-Chancellor of this university. Dr. Asmita Jagtap, you represent 50% of the women. I am happy that at least one representation on the dais. In the absence of Honorable Dr. Vishwajeet Kadam, he has requested his absence for obvious reason of campaigning in favor of the candidates from his political party. He has informed to the Registrar. The Registrar is from South India. He has briefed me 45 minutes about during traveling time from airport to this institution. Mr. Jayakumar, he started telephoning to me 2 weeks back. I was not in a position to give my consent, but he did not allow me till I give my consent. I was forced to give my consent. I am here in the midst of the cream of intellectual gathering of this important auditorium. The respected trustees of this great trust which has been founded, established, a great soul, the founder chancellor, Dr. Patangarao Kadam, the managing trustees, chairman of governing council of different faculties, office bearers of the society, respected principals, professors, assistant professors, teaching faculty members, more particularly the ministerial staff who are very near and dear to my heart. They are the skeleton of this great institution. Respected invitees, friend from Vasur, again from Tamil Nadu, is my great well-wisher, Mr. Shankar Narayan, who is present. When I told him I am traveling to Pune to deliver address on 29th Foundation Day, he sought my permission that he must accompany me because his son is studying in Christ Law College. He is a brilliant student and he is also here. Friends from print media, at the outset, we all must, from our bottom of our heart, pay rich tributes, homage to the great soul, Dr. Patangarao Kadam. Because of him, I am told, he is from a village like me. He also from the agriculturist family, a poor background, poor family, struggled hard. to build his career. Thereafter, his vision to establish this well-recognized deemed university of Bharati Vidyapeeth, which must have been produced lakhs and lakhs of the great students who must have been spread over across the world, serving humanity in different fields. Our kudos, our tributes. He may not be physically present, but every place of this campus of 75 acres of land, which has been spread over across the country, particularly in Maharashtra state, 43 colleges, 22,000 students who have been imparted education by this deemed university. You have traveled 29 years in the education field. You are rendering a great service to the humanity in different faculties. Vice-Chancellor vividly explained what are the nature of colleges you have established. This is a great service to the nation. Yes, private education institution is recognized by 9-judge bench in Manipal academic case. After seeing you all, I am greatly honored, delighted to be in the midst of the scintillating cream of the intellect who have gathered here. I am fortunate to be in your midst and speak on the education and the growth of this institution. My dear friends, Dr. G. Jayakumar, Registrar, I must thank him having given my introduction. The two cases which you have said, I cannot forget. I will be telling to my son, who is a lawyer, money is not everything in the profession. Rendering service to the needy people in the society is a great service, you must know it. I wanted my son and all the responsible citizenry of this country to follow the footsteps of mine to protect the humanity of this great nation. That is my understanding of life, understanding of humanity. Patriotism to the nation is not by slogan. Patriotism and service to the humanity must be practicably implemented by us. By not speaking, not practicing is a hypocrisy. Bharati Vidyapeeth is a parent body of Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed to be university. Was established in 1964 by the eminent educationist and visionary Dr. Patangrao Kadam. It has 8 campuses in Pune, Dakkanwadi, Pune, Erandwani, New Delhi, Navi, Mumbai, Karad, Sangli, Kolhapur, Solapur. Bharati Vidyapeeth mission is to provide inclusive, borderless access to higher education and vocational education based on merit. To offer varied professional, technical, vocational, and general education programs to meet the changing and diverse needs of society in a global context. To provide quality higher education for liberation of mind and empowerment of hands. To promote quality research in diverse areas of development and engage in application of knowledge for community development. To develop national and international networks with industry, service sector, and other academic and research institutions to meet the expectations of various stakeholders. To promote extensive use of ICT for enrichment of teaching, learning, and to effective governance, degrees are offered. Taking advantage of the autonomy which it has earned and the flexibility which it can offer, Bharat Vidyapeeth, deemed to be university, awards 250 plus undergraduate, postgraduate, doctoral degrees, diploma and certificate courses. Educationists have appreciated this deemed university imparting education to the cross section of the people. As rightly pointed out by Registrar, you are not only running the institution. To run the institution is very difficult. You are governed by the UGC regulations. UGC regulations, a professor will get more than Chief Justice of India and the President of India's salary. This is very, very important. That is required. I am not saying we are being paid less. No. A teacher is a teacher. He molds the character of the children and prepare the people a good citizenry to defend the human rights of the people of this country. So you are great. We may be rendering judgment sitting on the bench, but you prepare a good citizenry, a laureate, a statesman, a jurist, a great a teacher. So your role in the society is very, very important, and you dedicate yourself, you sacrifice yourself, you prepare the children as a great citizen of this country. I am an extempore speaker, but I have prepared the text of my speech, keeping in mind that this is a very, very historical and important event which is being celebrated by this great university. That's why I thought I must prepare a text of my speech and deliver to you. Pardon me if I take little time. After coming here and seeing, I must have addressed thousands of gathering, intellectual gathering, and masses also as a student leader and a lawyer and a judge. I have addressed different groups of the people of this country and in abroad also. But after coming here, seeing the cream of the intellectuals here, the pin drop silence is being maintained. I got the confidence that you will hear my speech if I read. I'm sorry, I had forgotten to mention the former Vice-Chancellor. This happens when I am going, talking, certain things I'll vomit. M.G. Takwale, the former Vice-Chancellor of this university. I am very happy. We have celebrated 76th Republic India. Article 14 and 15. We are Supreme Court, politicians, prime ministers, chief ministers, juries, everybody will be telling equality and equal protection of laws. Emphasis I am making, Article 15, irrespective of the religion, the caste, the creed, color, women must be treated equally. That has not happened over the period of 76 years. That has happened in this hall. I could see large number of my sisters and who are this university, you have implemented Article 14 and 15 by letter and spirit. So therefore, we have to come to the conclusion, the constitutional concept and philosophy required to be implemented by the elected governments, they have failed. But a private management deemed university, you have achieved it. That means you are more committed to Article 14 and 15 of the Constitution of India, which has been given to us by the great architect of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So I have got the hope. I'll tell the people 50% of the women. 1956 Hindu Succession Act. Section 6 was provided, only male persons were co-partners. Women were not treated as co-partners. We have taken, the parliament had taken, legislature for the first time in Andhra Pradesh, N.T. Ramarao, the former chief minister. Then followed by Karnataka state legislature. Section 6 was amended with restricted right, treating the women are also co-partners. From then onwards, 90, 91, 2006, 2005, Section 6 of the Hindu Succession Act, 1956 is the Hindu Succession Act. Article 14 and 15 were incorporated originally in the Indian Constitution, 1950, 26 January 1950. But women were not treated as co-partners. But the Parliament amended Section 6. Supreme Court has rendered judgment, women are also co-partners in the joint family of property. So therefore, it is not the woman has got exclusive, they have been oppressed and suppressed. It is not for their individual sake the right is given. Human Rights Declaration Act 1948, to which we are a party, that is the basis on which Article 14 and 15 were incorporated at the time of drafting the Constitution and accepted it. Woman has got the civil right, cultural right, political right, economic right. It is not for her individual sake. It is for the purpose of development and progress of the nation. That is why 73rd and 74th Constitution Amendment, a reservation to the woman in the Grama Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, Jilla Panchayat, and now the latest constitutional amendment, 33, 1/3% both in the parliament as well in the legislature. I don't know when it will come to the force. But at least they have recognized belatedly. So this I wanted to tell, that we must recognize the women, our brothers, sisters and mothers, for the inclusive growth, empowerment of women to take the country forward. That is the object. I don't want to go further in detail. With this prelude talk of mine, I would like to read my written text speech. Today, we gather to reaffirm our commitment to education and to understand its profound impact on individual lives and society as a whole. Education is not merely a pathway to employment. It is transformative force that shapes our society, economy, and global standing. Empowerment and economic growth. Education serves as a powerful tool for empowerment, enabling individuals to rise above their inherited socio-economic status and participate meaningfully in the economy. By equipping people with knowledge and skills, education opens up a spectrum of opportunities that were previously inaccessible. Economically, this leads to a more diverse, innovative workforce capable of driving significant advancements in technology. This is what the Vice-Chancellor was mentioning. Technology must be used. Technology is advantageous for the development of the humanity. Furthermore, educated individuals are more likely to engage in entrepreneurial activities that we are witnessing today. A decade back, what was the activity is not today. Activity has been increased in all the sectors. Personal and professional development. The impact of education on personal and professional development is immeasurable. It nurtures critical thinking, a skill that allows individuals to analyze information effectively, make reasoned decisions, and solve complex problems, which you said, two self-financed research institutions during pandemic season. You have invented the medicine and the vaccine. That speaks that the education value and importance, that means we have grown to the heights of the imperialist countries. Today, we may call that our country is a developing and backward country. We are not backward country. We are not developing country. We are on par with the Western countries, particularly America. Of course, the other giant, the people's democracy practiced China, the socialist country. Both are arch enemies. They forget sometimes the humanity that is witnessed Ukrainian war and Israel war. So, these two forces are fighting in the universe. We are developing. Our country's Panchasila is very, very effective, but it is being diluted. I don't want to go into that area because of want of time. These capabilities are indispensable in a rapidly evolving world. Yes, we are rapidly growing. We can see the entire universe from your bedroom, an iPhone or a phone. That is the technology which we advance and develop, to which we are contributors. Let them not forget. It is in the United States of America. It is the doctors and the lawyers from India. It is in London. It is the nursing students. More number of nurses are in the hospital from India. And UAE countries, it is the engineers who have laid the roads in UAE country. So that is the enrichment of knowledge in all the sectors by Indians. That's why I am disagreeing. Maybe we may not have the money, but we have got the heart and the soul to serve the humanity. That's very important. Education also fosters ethical reasoning, enabling individuals to navigate these challenges with integrity and responsibility. We have got the integrity. The basic structure of the Constitution, the phrase, the fraternity, speaks of unity and integrity. All the speakers from all political parties are telling unity and integrity. They are trying to disintegrate the country. That is very dangerous. So now we have got integrity. This university professors, principals, management personnel, ministerial staff have got integrity. Otherwise, the university should have been disintegrated long back. That is the integrity. They may be the personnel, they may be the employees, they may be the academicians, they may be the faculty members, but you still say, it is my university, my deemed university, it is my students who have grown to the heights. So you have got the integrity and responsibility. If you have no responsibility, it is not possible to develop this institution. Each one of, yes, management is important, leadership is important, but with the leadership alone you cannot do anything. It is all these people put together, taking responsibility, brick by brick. This deemed university of 43 colleges are built by each one of these persons who have been in this great deemed university. These skills ensure that individuals can express their ideas clearly, listen to others, and participate in meaningful dialogues that propel innovation and understanding. Bridging social divides. One of the most powerful aspects of education is its ability to bridge social divides. Multi-religion country, multi-caste, ethnical groups, different regions, each state itself is a country, different customs and practices which is recognized in the Constitution. It recognizes Constitution. That's why you must keep in mind whenever we talk of Article 44, custom and this is what I delivered a lecture. Custom and practices are recognized in the Constitution, in the Part 3 of the Constitution, fundamental rights. So therefore, society, now this is what is happening in this country. Tickets are being given, though it is not my subject today. I am only to emphasize the point, how society divides, what will be its impact? What is the effort which is being made by these politicians? On the basis of the caste, seats are given. On the basis of caste, you promote them. It's not good. That's what my idea. By offering equal access to knowledge and opportunities, education plays a central role in leveling the playing field for all segments of society. If education is there, the social justice will pervade there. If economic justice takes place, if you are educated. If you are educated, economic justice is the basic structure of the Constitution. The economic justice pervades the social justice. Social justice, economic justice, the political justice. That is why women participation and other religion persons' participation in building the country is very much important. That is why Article 25 to 30 of the Constitution of India speaks of multi-religion, multi-caste, sub-caste are recognized in the Constitution. That's why it is a pluralist society. So therefore, if you get education, you will give justice. There will be a level playing field to every religion and the caste and the sub-caste and including the tribal people. Additionally, educational environments that bring together individuals from different backgrounds. Different background, it is not the question of your acumen, your intellect. Yes, intellect is required. At the same time, person who may not have intellect, but another knowledge is there. He is innovative. A agricultural laborer is not intellect in that sense, in the literal sense. But he is a agricultural laborer. He is a agriculture scientist. So different kinds of people come together if education is there. That's my point. Lifelong learning. If I become a lawyer, judge, Chief Justice, Supreme Court judge, Chief Justice of India, if you think that I have got enough learning, I am everything, nobody need to teach me, tell me, I know everything. That day destroys that person. Learning is a continuous process. That's why I said, a lifelong learning. Every minute there will be a change. That is a dialectical materialism. This is the concept of the Karl Marx. Dialectical materialism is a scientific event that will be taking place. In an era characterized by rapid technological advancements and shifting economic landscapes, the concept of lifelong learning has become a cornerstone of modern education. Lifelong learning involves continuously updating one's skills and knowledges to keep pace with changes. This ongoing process of learning empowers individuals to adopt new technologies, economic shifts, and emerging industries. It also encourages a mindset of curiosity and adaptability, which is essential for personal growth and career longevity. Promoting lifelong learning with educational systems and workplaces ensures that individuals can continue to contribute effectively to their professions and societies. Community collaboration and ethics. Education is a vital catalyst for building strong communities and fostering a culture of collaboration and ethical behavior. In our schools and universities, we witness the formation of communities through projects that require students to work together, pooling their skills and knowledge for a common goal. For instance, consider the impact of service learning programs where students collaborate and develop solutions for local environmental issues. These experiences not only build a spirit of teamwork, but also instill a sense of responsibility and ethical standards. Students learn to negotiate, empathize, and support one another, laying the groundwork for ethical leadership in their future careers. Such education and uphold strong ethical principles which are indispensable in today's interconnected world. Respect for diversity and inclusivity. Education plays a pivotal role promoting respect for diversity and fostering inclusive environments. You are telling about the professor. Your textbook is adopted that must be in consonance with Article 48, capital A of the Constitution of India, is the 42nd Constitutional Amendment that we are destroying today. That is why this global warming and floods and droughts which are taking place in this country, our rulers must understand, keep in their mind. Environment subject is very, very important subject. We have to breathe good oxygen, then only we can live. Because of environmental disaster, devastation of the forests and the mining, for the purpose of enriching a few individual family members of 25 or 100, that is destroying the humanity. That we must take up in the universities and revolt against this kind of the anti-people and anti-humanity policies, despite Article 48, capital A of the Constitution of India. 48A must be read into Article 21. This is the judgments of the Supreme Court. In a number of cases, we write judgments, but our rulers blatantly violate, and we are the judiciary has become a mute spectator. Persons who are violating, they must be put behind the bars for lifetime, not only an offense of rape or murder or dacoity and robbery. These are people robbing the wealth of the people of this country. So therefore, this is very, very important. That is respect for diversity and inclusivity. By integrating global perspectiveness, no curricula, and embracing multinational education practices, institutions prepare students to thrive in a diverse world. Successful stories of inclusion are found in programs that bring together students from varied cultural, economic, and social backgrounds, offering them a platform to share their unique perspectives. For example, many universities host international weeks showcasing different cultures through art. You also got the art and music institutions. So you are within this framework. Art and music and dialogue. And you also got a cinematography. You also got the photography. So this is what Jayakumar has told me. Which helps in breaking everyday life, covering everything from consumer rights to environmental obligations. Understanding the law empowers individuals. Knowledge of legal rights and responsibilities enable students to protect themselves, demand justice when wronged, and engage responsibly in civic life. Legal literacy, therefore, is not merely academic, it is a crucial life skill that strengthens the fabric of our democracy. This is what legal literacy is very much statutorily mandated. Law which is enacted by the Parliament, India 1987 or 95, Legal Service Authority Act. I was the executive chairperson of that Karnataka State Legal Service, patron in chief in Orissa when I was the Chief Justice and national member in the National Legal Service Authority. legal literacy is lacking. Legal awareness is a mandatory thing. We are not knowing what is a democratic country, what is a parliamentary democracy, what is the parliament, what is the legislative assembly, what is the office of the president, office of the prime minister, council of minister, what is the office of the governor. It is being polluted today. Today I have read in the newspaper, the constitutional head of a state must confine to his chambers and listen to the advice of the council of ministers. In this country, there are 4 states approached the Supreme Court, not clearing the bills. Not only that, you avoid to put your signature or send back. You send it to the president, escapism. That is not what is contemplated in the constitution of appointment of the governors. Governors are the statesmen. Governors do not have the independent power, except to Article 243 PC, declaring the metropolitan area under the 73rd Constitutional Amendment, Rajiv Gandhi regime. Except that, you have no business to travel from one state to another state, address the other religious heads during the time of the election. That is not provided under the Constitution. That is beyond the powers of the governor. So therefore, legal literacy is there. The people will protect and protest this kind of anti-constitutional functions by the constitutional authorities. Legal literacy is very, very important today. Legal literacy for the worker, legal literacy for the woman, legal literacy to the Dalit, legal literacy to the agricultural labor, legal literacy to every one of the citizenry of this country to participate in the parliamentary democracy and to defend the democracy and to see that the governance of the people of the country under the constitutional philosophy and the concept. That is lacking. So legal literacy, therefore, is not merely an academic. It is a crucial life skill that strengthens the fabric of our democracy. If you know the law, an officer who is a servant, public servant, will not behave irresponsibly, arbitrarily. So also the politician, so also a judge. If a lawyer knows the law, he can command the judge, this is the law, you are bound to follow, it is binding on you. That must be told to the judges also. So legal literacy is very, very important in the education field. All the students, you must at least fortnight once send the people to city, not only courts, to the masses, the women, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, youth of this country, to tell them what are their rights and what are their fundamental duties under Power A of the Constitution of India. So this is the most important. Schools and universities play a pivotal role in cultivating ethical citizens. Today, ethics is not there. We are seeing, I don't know, I am seeing now, the values, human values have been denigrated. Youth is being degenerated. That is again the policies of the government. That is why, if you are aware of legal literacy in the schools and universities, ethical values, we have to respect our neighbor, our sister, the mother, irrespective of the religion and the caste and the creed. That is lacking today. That is because of economic dominance, and they are not under the control of the parents and the citizenry of the society. This is what is happening. We have to accept this truth. These institutions are not just venues for academic learning, but are crucial for moral development. Here, students learn to integrate critical thinking with ethical action, guided by the legal implications of their decisions. This integration of law and education shapes individuals who are not only informed but also capable of making decisions that uphold justice and equity. What is justice and equity? May not be justice and equity in the context and interpretation of a person who does not understand the other person's the rights. The rich man may not understand poor man's plight. He always thinks that I am doing justice in exploiting the agricultural laborer, employees, to make your capital increased, capital investment increased. That may be justice for him, but injustice for that person. So, what is justice and equality? Equality is not the concept from Constitution. Equality concept is from Basavana. Equality concept is from Buddha. Equality concept is from Kuyampu and so many laureates of this state. I don't remember the names. So, justice and equality for everyone, then only that society is a civil society. That society is a value-based society. You must care and concern about a man who is suffering from hunger. That is why our elders used to build chatras, dharma chatras. And even in village today, there are people who are fed by the villagers, at least for 10 or 15 people. So this is what is required. It is being degenerated. Abiding by the law is crucial. Yes, we have to abide the law. Otherwise, everybody is expected to know the law. We must abide the law. But understanding why laws exist is equally important. Laws protect the common good and reflect collective values and standards established through democratic process. The constitutional bench of 9 judges are being heard. What is common good? Private acquisition of property can be called as a common good is the Article 39B of the Directive Principles of State Policy. The other constitutional benches earlier said in Raghunath Reddy's case, acquisition of transport undertaking of Karnataka in 1972, workshop is a common good. Private workshop is a common good. It is a material resource. It is for the common good. Now Supreme Court 9 judges are being heard. Yesterday a question was being put. If you say that your property cannot be acquired for the common good principle applies even to the private property which is a material resource. But 39B is a material resource for the common good is the Directive Principles of State Policy. Argument is going on before Supreme Court. So therefore, a collective laws protect the common good and reflect collective values and standards established through democratic process. In educational context, you are telling the justice. I refer to in my speeches, you must have heard that speech. I referred to the Bomai's case. 1984 Supreme Court. Supreme Court 9-judge bench the superseding the legislative duly elected government. Bomai was the chief minister. He took up the matter to the Supreme Court. There were already constitutional bench judgments from Rajasthan court during 1977 Janata Party rule. All elected governments, Congress, Janata Party rule. The other political parties, they dismissed all the elected governments. Present rule was imposed. At that time, this matter was referred to the 9-judge bench. Supreme Court has said, paragraph 254, or I don't remember the paragraph, no law shall be enacted on the basis of the religion. A religion, because it is a secular India. 42nd Constitutional Amendment, inclusion of the phrase, the secular socialist. These are the phrases used to the preamble, which are held to be the basic structure of the Constitution. In Keshavananda Bharati's case, 13-judge bench. In Bomai's case, that's why I said, it is not my political theory. It is the law laid down by the Supreme Court in Bomai's case. No law either by the Parliament or by the state legislature enact the law on the basis of the religion, which is unconstitutional. That is the law which is binding under Article 140. Oh. So therefore you said you refer to the judgment. So in educational context, this means creating safe, inclusive environments where all students can succeed and learn free from discrimination and harm. As students advance in their education, they are increasingly tasked with applying their knowledge in the wider world. Engaging with the laws of our land and respecting these laws are integral to this transition. Prejudices and building a more inclusive campus culture. These initiatives not only enrich educational experience but also prepare students to contribute positively in diverse settings, respecting differences, harnessing diversity for collective progress. Service to society through education. The value of education extends far beyond personal achievement. It encompasses the ability to contribute positively to society. Educated individuals are often at the forefront of social change, using their knowledge and skills to address societal changes. Consider the numerous health awareness campaigns led by medical students in rural areas that have significantly improved public health outcome. Similarly, law students volunteering for pro bono work have provided essential legal services to the unrepresented populations. These two cases which you have said, such cases I have conducted thousands of cases, thousands of families I have saved in this country. That is because of this commitment which I had as a lawyer, as a judge. You said that I have stood for the poor man. My understanding of law, my understanding of the Constitution, my understanding of the concept of equality, I interpreted the preamble of the Constitution, Part 3 and Part 4, both constitute the human rights, keeping in view and render the judgment, argued the cases to the needy people. Justice must be done to the needy people, but not to the the person who is well off. We have to render justice to the people who are needy. Yes, women are needy of justice, the economic and political justice. Yes, for them, justice. Agricultural laborers, they are languishing in the slums, justice for them. The agricultural laborers and the people who are migrating to the cities, for want of the job, they are substandard position. They are not human beings. So we must think when we are in a better position, what is their plight, what is our plight, what we have to do to the humanity. That's how I have understood the Constitution, and throughout my career as a lawyer of 22 years and 19 and a half years as a judge, after my demitting office, I never accepted any assignment from the Union of India and the state government, because I wanted to travel and tell my understanding of plight of the people, understanding of the Constitution, law, societal nature. I have to give back to the society. That's why I have traveled to Pune today. These examples demonstrate how education empowers students to act as agents of change, applying their learning to improve community welfare and drive the societal progress. Cultural preservation. Education is crucial in preserving rich cultural heritage. We have got 5,000 years old culture. No country in the world. That's why we are great people. We are great people. Your vaccine invented in Pune at the cost of the common man was given to Germany. Russia people invented first, not USSR, this Putin, Russia. I am telling Putin. That man, it came early. Nobody accepted it. Vaccine, which was invented in Pune, this great city, great scientists who are responsible. That is because we are for the humanity. We have got that culture. The culture is not today's culture. It is 5,000 years old culture of the Indians in India. Though through education initiatives that explore and celebrate cultural history, students gain a deep appreciation of their roots. Programs that incorporate traditional arts, crafts, languages into the school curriculum play a significant role in cultural preservation. For instance, incorporating classical music and dance forms into a school of festivals, follows students to connect with this, sustain these art forms. Schools that celebrate traditional festivities educate young minds about the significance of these events, fostering a sense of pride and continuity. Such educational activities not only keep cultural heritage, etc., etc. Now, technological integration, addressing, you were telling, this I have revolutionizing. We teach and learn across India, smart classrooms today. Today, the classroom of a primary school in a government school also, I am telling you. Private education institutions, the campus, what was earlier 25 years back, that is not the campus today. All air conditioned, digital, computerized, clean and hygienic. But in the villages, even then, even now, primary education institutions, toilets are not provided to the daughters who are going and attending. This is the plight today. When I was hearing the contempt matter against the Rajasthan case, which was declared Article 21A is a constitutionally valid, Supreme Court has said you must provide the toilets to the primary and middle school run by the not convent schools, primary education schools. Lakhs and lakhs across the country not established. But there are two phases of this country. The poor schools, high and not high capitation fee, institutions like yours, deemed universities, where you have built brick by brick with the help of these people. It's not only your capital, the capital asset of all these faculty members and the professors, assistant professors, is the capital asset of this deemed university. Technology, digital libraries, learning platforms, bridge to gap between urban and rural education, enhancing access to equality across the diverse regions. For instance, remote villages are now accessing world-class lectures through satellite technology and mobile applications and offer lessons in multiple languages. However, the change of digital divide remains significant. Our focus must be on expanding digital infrastructure, ensuring that every child, regardless of their geographic or economic background, has access to these technological tools. This commitment to technological democratization is critical for learning, so on, so on, so. Skill-based learning and industry alignment. I skip off. Now I also skip off the NEP. I have got my own views. I don't want to present here. I spoke against this NEP in the Madras. I complimented the Madras government not accepting the NEP. I have got so many points which is not possible tell you. It is invasion of the legislative wisdom of a legislature, because it is in the amendment to the constitution bringing the education subject entry to the concurrent list. Federal feature of the constitution is the basic structure of the constitution. That's what has been said in Bommai's case and Keshavananda Bharati's case. How can you invade and destroy the federal feature of a state? The state is empowered to enact the law and impart education in their own way, depends upon the demand and requirement of the region and the community at large. How can you impose? How can you impose a language? How can you impose a theory which is not acceptable to the people of the country? So that's why I have got reservation. I have referred to that. I'll skip it off. This is what my gist of it. Law and education. You got the 5 years law school, 3 years, different 240 students, etc., etc., you said. Education and law are inextricably linked, forming a foundation upon which we build not only our personal futures, but also the societal norms and structures of our nation. The framework of laws and policies within which educational institutions operate ensures that environments uphold principles of fairness, equality, and safety, essential for nurturing intellectual and moral growth. Educational settings are where young citizens first encounter the concepts of rights and responsibilities. Through education, students learn about their rights under the Indian Constitution and their duties as citizens, Part 4A. This kind of legal education extends beyond the normal study of law to encompass a basic understanding of laws affecting education. Does not just equip students with academic knowledge, it also prepares them to navigate the complexities of legal and ethical issues in the real world scenario. Through a robust education, students become not just career ready, but also ready to assume the role of informed, ethical, proactive citizens. This dual focus on academic excellence and legal awareness is essential for fostering a society that values justice, equity, and the rule of law. Conclusion of my speech. As we approach the culmination of our discussion today, I would like to make a few appeals to all of you. The bright minds gathered here in the interest of our society, our nation, and our collective future well-being. Firstly, I urge each one of you to actively participate in the ongoing educational revolution fueled by initiatives like the not new education policy, the human value education policy, and need-based education policy. Embrace the changes and opportunities it brings, not just for your personal benefit, just for your personal benefit. I used to tell my mother and my wife and my son, they have got strong opposition. My mother used to tell me, I was not available for her to talk to me for half an hour, because if I go to village, number of people come to me, they will be till midnight. See, by that time she was going for sleep. So also my son is telling and abusing me today. You are doing lawyer job. You never cared for my educational career. You never asked me what you have studied, how you go, either in a auto rickshaw or a bus. You went in a car. I went in this one. You are not doing service to the family. This is the abuse I used to take. I used to tell, my answer to these people is, I am a public property. I am a public property. I may be a father, I may be a son, I may be a husband to my wife. Whenever there is a public call to me, I am a public property, irrespective of my ill health, not making money. I am for the people, I am for the welfare of the people of the country. Secondly, I call upon you to use your education as a tool for societal improvement. Engage in community service, be it through teaching, volunteering, or any other means. This tempts me to tell what volunteers means. Do you know, during the Corona period, first phase, sleepless nights I had. I used to keep my mobile phone on my bedside. Receive the call. I did not get the bed. I did not get the vaccination. I did not get the injection. I am not breathing. I will collapse. Please save me. Please save me. This is what I used to get. I used to ring all the persons every day, getting their beds, giving the prescription throughout South India, which I was given by the nephrologist. I used to tell my services are available. I used to talk to the administrators, secretaries. This is the service I used to do. A retired Supreme Court judge became a protocol medical officer during the, not only during that time, even today, person who met with an accident, call will come to me. I will receive the call, I will attend the call, I will save the people. I have saved the people, number of people. This is our duty towards the society. Your knowledge and skills are powerful when used wisely. They can foster significant positive changes in our communities. Additionally, I encourage you to remain lifelong learners, continually updating your skills, knowledge to keep pace with the global developments. The world is evolving rapidly. Staying informed, adaptable is key to both personal success and national competitiveness. Moreover, I implore you to uphold and respect the laws of our land. Legal literacy is not merely about understanding what the laws are, but about recognizing the importance of these laws in maintaining the fabric of just society. Educate yourselves and others about the legal rights and obligations that impact daily life, and strive to uphold these principles in every action you take. Lastly, remember that education is not confined within the walls of classroom, the pages of textbooks. It is a lifelong journey that continues outside formal settings. It is about growing each day intellectually, morally, and socially. It is about preparing yourselves to not only face the world but to improve it, ensuring that you contribute positively to the world and pave the way for future generations. Let us move forward with a commitment to these ideals, striving to create a brighter, more inclusive, and prosperous future of all. Before thank you, I wanted to say something and make observation. Each one of the faculty members, ministerial staff, orderly person, security personnel are all part of this institution. You have taken up the responsibility. The brick by brick it is being built. You are protecting it. You are a deemed university. You have got all the accolades from all the higher educational, the UGC, NAAC, etc., etc. But you yourself is an act. You have established that empire, built that empire. You must thank each one of you. Continue to do it. Build this university, which is already in the world map. Rebuild again, build and rebuild, rise to the heights of the Himalayan mountains and render the service to the humanity. Thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity. I am highly privileged to be in your midst and deliver this 29th Foundation Day celebration speech today in the midst of the scintillating minds. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bharati Vidyapeeth University is striving to meet global standards while celebrating its 29th Foundation Day under the able guidance of Honorable Chancellor Dr. Shivaji Kadam, who is like a beacon of knowledge and inspiration to us. Yes. I now request Honorable Chancellor Dr. Shivaji Kadam, sir, to guide all of us.
Good afternoon, everybody. the chief guest of today's function, Honorable Mr. Justice V. Gopala Gowda, former Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Vivek Saoji, Vice-Chancellor of this university, Mr. Dr. Professor F.G. Takavle, former Vice-Chancellor Shivaji University, Dr. Asmita Jagtap, Executive Director, Health Sciences, Mr. G. Jayakumar, Registrar, BHARATI VIDYAPEETH University, my friend Mr. Bharucha, Dr. Visra, and ladies and gentlemen. As the Chancellor of this university, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you on the auspicious occasion of the 29th of Foundation Day of BHARATI VIDYAPEETH University. As our university, that is called this one. I wish to remind all of you that 60 years ago, the great visionary Honorable Dr. Pathangraoji Kadam, they established this educational trust named BHARATI VIDYAPEETH. BHARATI VIDYAPEETH is one of the largest educational organizations in the country, having in its umbrella 180 educational institutions, imparting quality education right from pre-primary level to postgraduate and doctorate level. Here, this is BHARATI VIDYAPEETH was, one objective of the BHARATI VIDYAPEETH was to establish full-fledged university. Really, this Dr. Kadam Sahab was a renowned educationist. His passion for quality education, love for common people, and concern for social justice. In appreciation of the high level of academic excellence, the institution of BHARATI VIDYAPEETH has achieved excellent infrastructure facility which they have and potential for further growth. Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, on the recommendation of the University Grants Commission, granted deemed to be university under Section 3 of the UGC Act 1956. BHARATI VIDYAPEETH University is one of the largest multi-faculty, multi-campus deemed to be university in India. It has 29th constituent institutions, and this which include colleges of professional education and liberal education and 3 research institutes. National Assessment Accreditation Council, already Mr. Vice-Chancellor told you, I don't want to repeat again. In this is, we maintain the standard of our organization, very high standard, because from 96 onwards, we maintain the quality. For university, this 2004, 11 and 20 acquired everywhere. This is A and A plus grade. And even also central government also given first quality education in Maharashtra, that is BHARATI VIDYAPEETH University. Real friends, our research, international collaboration, external funding agencies, transfer of technology, and this patent rights, and also this is not impressive. It is not impressive as compared with the numerical growth of our university. Please care of this one, because we are in the standard, but we maintain this also. This is badly need of our university. Friends, higher education rapidly changing both in terms of content and context, and facing new challenges in the global scenario. The role of academic institutions like universities become crucial. We should also integrate national higher education qualification with the national skill education qualification is become flexible and dynamic university, developing the choice-based credit system, academic bank of credit, lateral and vertical mobility, and also this multi-entry and must exist. From this perspective, now this is a new achievement for this government of Maharashtra has taken initiatives. The government of Maharashtra with and Mumbai University, Pune University, Kolhapur University, and also Solapur and Open University has established has together developed this initiative of taken Mahaswayam portal. This portal is useful for all, just like the central government, this Swayam. These are really, on this occasion, I would like to suggest our university may also consider developing its own Bharati Swayam for this portal. This is useful for teachers and students, and also this is a benefit of the university and also as well as Bharati Vidyapeeth University. National Assessment and Accreditation Council has developed a new assessment and accreditation methodology in higher education system. Here, present 8 grade system is replaced by binary accreditation. That is, this is in future. I want to say that from 2024 onwards, this is accredited. These institutions are accredited and non-accredited. This is compatible. This is just like a foreign universities. After 2 years, after 2 grades, accredited and non-accredited. Similarly, NAAC has replaced 7 present criteria by assessment by this metric 10 attributes and 10 out of 60 plus 68 matrices. This is very important. January 2001, all universities will be graded in 5 categories, which will on the basis of this academic, administrative, and research component, etc. The university included in category 4 will be known as National University, and those in category 5 described as treated as 5 as an international university. Means, in short, in future, only 5 categories are there. Suppose 1, 2, 3 are just like ours. But in future, 4th is a national university, we are called, is a typical to go for this higher education. And also this 5th one is those in 5th is which will be identified as international university. Friends, our university also needs increasing number of foreign students. Also collaboration of the external and sign more MOUs with foreign universities. Training program, joint degree program, and also this research point, if possible, establish offshore campus of the university. This is, I don't take more time because all information given by our Vice-Chancellor, all over Bharati that. But what are the scenario in future we would like to face? Would like to say this is very, very important. And NAAC, process is going on. But our standard, last 28 years, we are maintaining the quality, because that time was not facilities are there, but now the intellectual people are in Bharati Vidyapeeth. But I will expect not less than A++, 5 categories. Yes, sir. That is my expectation for this. That's why I'm bothering every day, every time our Vice-Chancellor. I'm calling this and I'm discussing this issue, going on. But really, I highly appreciate all of those who are doing the excellent job for doing this research work. But Lester, you remember, you remember the lines of famous poet Robert Frost. That is very important to every person. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I promise to keep miles to go before I sleep, miles to go. Every person has to do this one. आणि तुम्हाला सांगायचं म्हणजे ही एज्युकेशनची पालखी आपल्या सर्वांच्या खांद्यावरती आहे. त्याचं पावित्र्य या पुढच्या काळामध्ये उंचीवर नेण्याचं काम आपल्याला करायचं आहे आणि आपण कराल यामध्ये मी आशावादी आहे. तेव्हा आपल्याला पुन्हा या वर्धापना 29व्या वर्धापनाच्या शुभेच्छा देत असताना या अपेक्षा बाळगणे निश्चित महत्त्वाचे आहेत. कारण या जर नसतील तर जगामध्ये या नकाशामध्ये भारतीय विद्यापीठ युनिव्हर्सिटी कुठेही दिसणार नाही. याची जाणीव आपण ठेवावी असं मला वाटतं. याच्या दिवस असं बोलू नये तरीसुद्धा हा एक महत्त्वाचा दिवस आहे. तेव्हा आपण अतिशय चांगल्या पद्धतीनं काम करत आहात, करत राहा. यापुढच्या दिशा देण्यासाठी आपले एकत्र बसून एकत्र टुगेदर वी आर टुगेदर गो अहेड अबाउट अगेन अँड थँक्यू वन्स अगेन.
धन्यवाद सर. यानंतर कुलसचिव माननीय श्री जी जयकुमार यांनी ऋणनिर्देश करावा अशी मी विनंती करतो.
Namaskar. Lordship, during the farewell in 2016, then Chief Justice of India T.S. Thakur told that Justice Gowda is the people's judge. Today, on behalf of Bharati Vidyapeeth, we request you to permit us to call you as a people's welfare judge. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and then made our function so great by your presence. We are always indebted to you for this act of kindness. Thank you very much, sir. Honorable Chancellor, he has spared his time and he has guided us what is to be done in future. Thanks to Honorable Chancellor, thanks to Honorable Vice-Chancellor. Our Secretary has conveyed due to his preoccupation, he could not make it. He came from Bombay to Pune to participate here, but suddenly he got a call to come over to his constituency. Therefore, he called actually when Lordship was there in the vehicle, there only he called actually. So, therefore, Lordship expressed it. So, we thank Honorable Secretary for his support. We thank Dr. Asmita Jagtap, and our thanks are also due to Dr. M.G. Thakwali sir, who is our board member. I wholeheartedly thank my supporters, my well-wishers, my faculty, non-teaching staff, and all those people who have directly or indirectly helped in this success of this function. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
थँक्यू सर. या कार्यक्रमाची सांगता आपण वंदे मातरमनी करणार आहोत. सादर करीत आहेत भारती विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालयाचे विद्यार्थी आणि विद्यार्थिनी.
वन्दे मातरम्।
भारत माता की
याबरोबरच या कार्यक्रमाची सांगता होते. सर्वप्रथम व्यासपीठावरचे मान्यवर हे सभागृहाच्या बाहेर सर्व श्रोत्यांना एक विनंती की आपल्या सर्वांच्या अल्पोपहाराची सोय इथे ऑडिटोरियमच्या बाहेर केलेली, आपण त्याचा कृपया आस्वाद घ्यावा. हा कार्यक्रम या ठिकाणी संपन्न होतोय. सर्वप्रथम व्यासपीठावरील मान्यवर हे